Kyora, namaste. Welcome to the 3B show. As you all know that the show is based on believe, behave and become. And a classic example would be my very good friends Robbie and Vish from Team Robbie and Vish from Buffett and Thompson. Thank you guys for joining me today on Believe, Behave and Become. What I want to know from you guys is that how you have supported me for last 5 years being a successful broker and you guys becoming a very good real estate agent and #1 real estate agent in your world. What kind of actions that you have thought to take to come this far?
Perfect. Shall I answer this one, Robbie?
Yeah, please go.
All right. I would like to start from day one, where we met in your office. I would say roughly 5 years ago.
Yes.
And we started the journey together. So it's always fun to see how we are bumping into each other, sharing our ideas, and how we can become a better person as a professional, your family member, and your work colleagues. So we have done that journey, which we are very amazed of. And this next part I will ask Robbie to answer.
Yeah, I think the main reason for our good chemistry was the long-term vision we have. We knew where we are heading, which direction we are heading, what sort of courage and effort it will take to reach there. And I guess so far we are going right on the track.
Absolutely. So other than the courage and the vision and the goals, what we all share in common, what I really want to emphasize is the focus. Can you please give the glimpses to the listeners or to the viewers that it is not easy to become #1, okay? And once you become #1, to maintain that consistently for 5 years, you guys are the classic example, and now people know that it is Team Robbie and Vish. What actions have you taken to come this far and maintain that success?
Yeah, I guess everything starts with the planning. We need plan of attack, and obviously breaking down that plan to your weekly task. And that's what Robbie and I are really good at. We certainly keep each other accountable for things, and that's what really is resulting in good outcome for us. Apart from that, Robbie, what else?
Yeah, I think you guys have already touched on 2 points. One is focus. The second one was discipline. Focus and planning. From my side, it will be discipline, and the process would be the other 2 things.
So can you give a bit of an elaboration around the planning and process? Because yes, you can sit and keep planning and planning and planning, or yes, you can keep following the process and process, but in my opinion they go, planning and process go hand in hand. So can you please elaborate a little bit more on what detailed planning that you do and what process you take?
I think having both of us together definitely helps us.
So the teamwork?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I think planning is quite a forevision that you need to have, and maybe sometimes you are just having a tunnel vision and looking at one direction only, without considering what are the pros and cons of that particular step you're going to take. But having 2 of us together, I think we always challenge each other in a positive way. Whenever we make a decision, we ask them, what if this happens, or what if that happens? So having that sort of a buffer around us while we are going through that process and planning definitely helps us to make it more clear in terms of our vision.
Right. So again, it is coming back to, believe, behave and become. If you don't believe in certain things and if you don't take the appropriate actions, you can't become what you want to be. And that is what has been the amazing concept where I thought that all of us who have been successful, if we share our stories, that there is a youth out there in the country or even overseas across the globe who are wanting to come this far, but they don't know what actions they have to take. So would it be easier to say that, okay, you need to have a very clear goal and a very clear vision, and then you start breaking it down, take one action at a time or one thing at a time, and take one step, celebrate that and go to the other? Would it be wise enough to say that?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think for us, we really need that why. We have heard that many times going to a lot of conference, workshop. We all need that why. When we get up in the morning, we need to know why we're going to work. It's not like a rat race. Next door neighbor is doing or your friend doing, so you're going to work and coming back, there's no reason to life.
Correct.
So if you know that why, then things make a lot of sense. And certainly you love your work and you enjoy your life when you give back to your community, your family, and yourself. And that's very important to be successful in anything.
Perfect. And one question that all three of us get asked commonly is, how is the market doing in terms at the moment for buying or selling? What would you guys say about that?
I will start and Robbie can finish. In my opinion, it's always a fantastic market. Sometimes
Agreed.
it's more favorable for buyers and other time for sellers.
And sometimes for both.
Sometimes for both. Obviously, we have seen a massive growth in property prices in Auckland. They sort of stalled at 2016 to now they're very stable. But in last 2 weeks, we have noticed a huge jump. Last month, we sold 10 property in our team. And yesterday, we sold 3 properties in 1 day and 2 under contract. Lot of multi-offers coming through. So my honest suggestion is to the buyers out there, mortgage rate is sitting super low at this moment.
And soon, tomorrow is the OCR review, so who
Right.
knows what the rates are going to go. And so it's not necessarily that when the OCR is announced that the rates are going to get reduced, but the predictions are from the bank's opinion or from the economics opinion that probably the rates will more or less be stable. So what it means is that the servicing capacity is more, and most of the mortgage, if somebody is buying a rental property, is going to get serviced majority by the rent. So it would be a really good time to either, if you are buying a property, come and contact me first. If you are thinking of buying what type of a property, these are the guys, Robbie and Vish, to contact. And of course, if you are looking at selling a property, there is no other name that I can recommend other than Team Robbie and Vish. So that's very straightforward thing. One message before you guys go, or before I let you guys go, that you want to say to the viewers.
I think I'll just follow up with what Vish was suggesting before regarding the market. How's the market? Vish have concluded it, and my belief on the same note is that it's all about your mindset. I have seen even in buoyant market people saying market is going to crash, market is not any good, and I have seen when the market is dull, people are still very positive about it. So it's all in your brain, it's all in your mindset. Every situation, every opportunity out there, you can convert into something better for you. So that would be my message.
Cool. And my message from this amazing interview that I had with you, thank you guys for that, and amazing keynotes which I have taken is focus, goal, vision, and most important thing is mindset and having the appropriate action plan, and then it comes to as believe, behave, and become. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.